This is a 4-hour trend line here. You see this on the 4-hour. I put it because the bars are getting smaller and smaller down here. Getting smaller and smaller. Not green yet, but this doji is a signal that they're losing momentum to the downside. We did finally break below. So this either has to open up and just run down here and clear out anything to the left, which I don't even see what it would be clearing out. Probably on an old contract I could see. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We made it. We made it not seconds before the open this time. So I'm just doing a little top down here and looking at what this market is trying to do. 4-hour chart. These are 4-hour levels I'm putting in right here and here. We're in a trading range, but we also just broke out of a channel. So this was a trading range here. See, it went down, kind of bounced around, came back up. You could say maybe this was the main range and this was a failed breakout. This probably highlights more what the market was trying to do. It tried to go up, and you know when that happens and it can't go further, it typically comes back, and the next target is the next logical place it's going to go is the outside of the other side. So this could be a fail. This could break out just like this did and fail. They could say, no, 19,000 is way too low, and come back into the range, and then the next logical move up would be through here. So, but as of right now, though, we have a downtrend on this chart, and yeah, it's breaking out the bottom of a range. So this is really going to decide. Probably could put one here too. This is really going to decide where the week goes. If we can break back up out of this, maybe test the bottom of the range. How many points away is that? Yeah, about 140 points away. I think that's logical to test this price here because they rejected it 3 times on the way up. So it's a pivotal price. Broke right through it. We kind of retested it here. If you look here, kind of retested it here. Looks like we gapped down this Sunday and then ran back up, retested, and came back down. So it could just be another bull or bear trend from the open. But let's continue to go down, see if we can put in any more levels of support here. On the 1 hour, this looks like it was a level in the 1 hour. We'll put it there. Put 1 hour here. And then up here, these pretty much suffice for that. And then 15-minute, shouldn't be too much to see down here. Yeah, not too much to see down here. And then the trading time frame that we're going to be on is right here. So yeah, I do want to add a 200 there. Make it green. So coming up on the 200, but from the larger time frame all the way down, definitely in a downtrend. Definitely in a downtrend. So we could probably do this here. I'm going to make this an alert. Breaking trend line. Oh. Let's do that once per bar if it's greater than this trend line. Let's do it once per minute because we want to know pretty quick. All right, so get that set there. We have this one set here. Below the 20, below the 200, below the 20, below the 200. Big gap there. And then the 5 minutes, the only one that's really close. So Expect a decision to be made around this 200, but we're in a trading range. We've been consolidating all night. It's just been going above and below the moving average. No real urgency to do anything else. So we're going to be looking for short trades. Unless this wants to reverse all the way back up there, we're going to be looking for short trades and seeing what we can get off here. Make me a burrito. I'll be back before the open. All right, we're back here about 5 minutes before the open. So down here on this 5-minute chart, we're in a trading range. Trading range all day long. Came down, hit it here. Down, hit, up. Didn't reach the low. They were eager to buy. Came up. Didn't reach the low. Eager to buy. Came up above. Not a new high though here. And then just been trending down ever since. So this is a 4-hour trend line here. You see this on the 4-hour. I put it because the bars are getting smaller and smaller down here. Getting smaller and smaller. Not green yet, but this doji is a signal that they're losing momentum to the downside. We did finally break below. So this either has to open up and just run down here and clear out anything to the left, which I don't even see what it would be clearing out. Probably on an old contract I could see. And continue that downtrend. But on the 5-minute, what am I doing here? Oh, I got to put in another level here for my risk lines. Yeah, so this is breaking down. It's below the 20 now. The 200's up here. So an ideal short would be break above this channel line here, hit this 200 on this 5-minute, which would also be violating this 4-hour trend line, and then sell at the top of the range to come back down here. If I could pull off a trade like that, that'd be a nice trade to start the day. But we're definitely getting some selling down here. I'm actually going to take this trade because I don't know what's going to happen at the open, but I think I got a pretty good chance of making this work out here. All right, so we're going to try to structure this at 2-to-1 here on the open. Got 63, 67 points down. So what's that, 100? Let's say 68. So 1,636 points down here. That's where our initial take profit has to be, around this area here for this trade to make sense. Could very well go up here and tag this, and if it does, we definitely want to be a seller up here, but it'll be a new trade. It won't be, I won't try to average into this. I'm gonna just put it above here. Has momentum down, shouldn't really be trying to come back up here to test a break-even stop, but at the open, anything can happen. Well, anything can happen anytime, but definitely at the open, some tricks are played. They could run up here and tag this, and if they do that, I want to be up here with an order. Got 15 seconds until the open here. See what we get here. If we get a rejection of lower prices or a rejection of higher prices. So we raced up. Bears rejected that at the 20 period. I like how close the 200 is to the top of this range. That'll definitely be my target to short if it gets up there and I lose this trade here. But let's see what this trade will give us here. Now let's move my stop to break even. I don't like that. Let's keep it going here. Broke below here and failed. So first bar doji. If this first bar closes as a doji, what do I always say? Heavy influence that it's going to be a trading range day if this closes a doji. This could break down and come all the way down here and take my stop or take my profit, and it could still reverse. So, but the fact that it's being rejected near this 4-hour trend line, I'm going to expect to hold this for a little bit down here. I'm expecting it to go quite a bit farther. Got some expansion down here for sure. Not adding to it, but now I'm at what my risk was, so it makes no sense to have any risk in this at all, because that's what my initial risk was, 160. So I'm at break even. I can't lose on this trade, but let's see how it reacts to these lows here. This shouldn't come back up and test a break even stop, which is what I have right now. Not interested in giving any of this up.
Stop filled.
All right, so it probably would have hit my stop. It probably would have hit my take profit. I mean, this is a great bar, but we want to see if there's going to be follow through on this bar before we get back in. But that's a great trade to start the day there. So what you're looking for, something like this, is you're looking for the bulls to say, oh no, this is ridiculous. This price is way too wrong. And if the bears agree, you'll see a big long wick. If they don't, though, it's going to continue to come down here. So no matter how strong this looks, though, it can reverse. It can reverse up in a second. Because we just broke out of a trading range. This is really climactic, the first bar of the day. Look at this sucker. It's just going. Nice breakout to start this day. Whoever thought that we were going to bounce today, they're getting their teeth kicked in right now. And it definitely would have hit my stop or my take profit down here. Okay, so you're looking for the bulls to say, no, this price is too low. But with a huge breakout like this, you can expect follow through back down. Unless this was a stop hunt. Now, if this races all the way back up, what does that make these two bars combine? It makes them a long-legged doji. You just have a doji with a little bit up top. So you want to see follow through down here. You want to see the bears continue their assertion that price is too high, because that's why they sold, because price was too high here. So you want to see them continue that energy down here. But a big candle like this though, you just expect follow through down. This is a very strong trend on a smaller time frame. See that? 30-second, many consecutive bars. Algorithms are doing this right here, in my opinion. But what do? You wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback line to break. Right there. Okay, so what's happening now? Think about this. Bears had a big breakout to start the day. Bulls have been strong enough now to take it back to almost 50% of that move. There is a gap here. There's a gap right here. And they aren't closing the gap. So if they leave this gap open, bears are going to see, hey, they didn't even want to buy into this gap here. We've got momentum. We're going to keep selling. And bulls are going to see that also, that the bulls are not coming back to fill this out. Make that 50% a little bit bigger so we can see it. It took off the other levels, but I think 50%, it's always nice to have on there. 50% of the candle's range, so as the candle expands, this moves up and down. So I'm up about where I sold this before. I could enter a new position here and get right back where I was. But I want to see if the bulls can follow through with this, with whatever they're trying to do here. Because this could be a weak chance here, and it probably will be. This will probably fail because of how big, strong this breakout was. There's not too many bulls that are going to buy the first pullback to this, thinking that we're going to go up. Probably going to buy it thinking that we're going to go down. But I'm up about where I sold before. And I just want to see if the bulls can follow through up here and then get another candle and then get a trend line break on something lower. They've already kind of broken this. It's kind of going sideways now. So no momentum on the 30-second chart. It's just going down from here. Every time they're trying, they're struggling there. But I want to see how this bar closes. I don't want to think that the bulls don't have it at all, but it's looking like they don't have it at all. It's looking like I should put an order below this to go short, and I'd probably make a little more money. This is looking like it's going to collapse at the end of this bar here. So I'm going to sell again.
Order filled.
Because I don't think they got it. I'm going to sell about where I bought before. I'm going to put my stop up here. And let's see what they got. Right up here. So they closed above the midpoint. That was more than I thought they would do, but still not a good buy for the bulls. After this big breakout here, any follow through selling bulls know that this is not a good way to go. So let's try for another 60 points down here, which I think we're about at that right now. At the very least, let's get to the end of this wick, and then that'll be like completing our trade from here. But let's see what the market will give us. I don't really have a target on this, but the bulls are getting a little bit of follow through here on this other candle. Well, they were. Now it looks like it's getting ready to take out this low. So every bull that bought here is now in trouble. My stop has moved to break even, which I don't like. Let me see if I can grab it, pull it back up here before it hits me. Yeah, I'm okay with break even here because this should not come back to hit a break even stop after all this. It just took out the low. It should just continue down if it's going to go down. I do want to start pinching it after about 50 bucks. Like right here, I want to start pinching it up.
Stop filled.
So this will probably go lower, but that was a nice scalp. Another $50 scalp there. All right, I'll be back later. You guys will probably get 2 videos today, but I'll see you in the next one if I don't see you in the next one. Bye, guys.